playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Steelers and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic, we are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, our first of 3 on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wild Card Weekend, 3 days, 6 games, and this matchup as good as any of them.
Yeah, and really, it's so funny, Mike. We watch these regular season games all year, and it just seems like there's no way the intensity and the competitive spirit could ever be higher. But there is just something different.
The first of 3 on this fine Sunday. It is Super Wild Card Weekend, and off we go on EA Sports. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger, but to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple of hours to extend their season one more week.
His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
What a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we go. They send him right out of the slot. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll be taken down.
Well, if this opening drive is any indication of how the rest of this game's going to go, it seems this offense is going to be pretty content keeping the ball on the ground. A lot of success here early. Now it sets up 1st and goal.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll run with Miller. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So now the Dolphins turn it over to their field goal team. This a 31-yard attempt. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Dolphins are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. decent field position to start this drive. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be let out, Greg, by their quarterback, a first-round pick in the April draft.
Going on the road in the playoffs, Mike, it's daunting for any quarterback, let alone a rookie. But if there's one thing this guy has shown all year, it's the fact that not only is he resilient, nothing appears to ever phase him. Getting your team to the tournament in your first year, it's a massive accomplishment in its own right, but I don't think he's done yet. He expects to walk into this stadium in a hostile environment and come away with a win. And there's one thing this season has showed us is don't put anything past this guy.
He'll drop the throw. Nowhere to get away. He's going to go down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on his opening drive.
So you spend all week, Mike, working on what they call the opening script. It's the plays that you love the most and you want to get called early. The problem? None of those plays account for being called inside your own 5-yard line. But that's exactly where they find themselves after that sack, and that's a disastrous start.
The Dolphins offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A run up the middle with Miller. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Taken in by Miller. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do with the catch.
First grab this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. Now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Back to the air one more time. This is
Their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. The Dolphins are out to a 10-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much happening there. Just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. Room to run at the 40. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. That's quickly to Freiermuth on the RPO. His first catch for the Wild Card game, and good for a 1st down.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. And he'll take it on in. Freiermuth, touchdown Pittsburgh.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Makes the score Dolphins 10, Steelers 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. Safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. 10-7 is the score. And we're back to South Florida after this. They face 2nd down and 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. That Freiermuth the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Rocco switch. Rock, alert! Alert!
They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. The veteran Darius Slay, they're on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 38.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's the tight end, McBride. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. That's caught by McBride. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
At the Steelers' 35-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And that is incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. In this case, the upright sent it right back.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught! And he will go all the way. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Steelers 14, Dolphins 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. Trailed by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
3rd down, 3 to go.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
He's got the hook up there to Waddle. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route runner. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the Steelers' 16-yard line.
He'll look underneath, and here's Miller. And the offense are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
McBride is the motion man. Here's Miller. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 6-yard line.
McBride is the motion man. They'll kick the point after. He's got it. And the Dolphins move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on second and 4. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught. Right side. It's fire move.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. That will put you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. He ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
And they're going to get the conversion here. Good run to the 44, and that's a first down.
First down, Steelers.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Second down and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose. And forcing third down. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. They'll look to throw again. And we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Past midfield. Still on the move. He's going to bring this one the distance. The quarterback trying to find somebody over there. That time, instead of finding his running back, it goes back the other way for a defensive score.
Mike, I think this is just one of those cases where the quarterback's just a little too casual with the throw. He kind of goes to his running back late on the check down. He never sees the defender until he's chasing him on his way for the touchdown.
The extra point, up and good. The Dolphins go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steelers offense going to get it one final time in this first half. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for first and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He finds Austin with the ground. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Throwing now from the gun. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll be forced to just blow that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him. He really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball in harm's way, live to play another down.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. After one more snap here in this first half. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. He's going to air this one out. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. We had 2 great games yesterday, and we're just getting started here. The first of 3 more on this Wild Card Sunday. We'll get back out to you 2 in just a moment. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the Chiefs who were able to come away with the home victory. The Chiefs knew a victory was necessary to have any shot, and they got it, as they'll finish the regular season at 10-7. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. It's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll set him to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And this is not what they were hoping for. He is out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Back to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. That's caught on the right side by Ronald. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Hill brought in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. This one complete to Hill. Well, this play like this drive going backwards. A loss there on 3rd down. A very quick 3 and out. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll put it on 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now, faking the give. This one grabbed by Austin. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Fryermuth. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read.
That one, taken in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Steelers cut the lead to 3, 24-21. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The whole team's offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Pass taken in by Miller. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
First down.
Slot man in motion left. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense. You're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he will have this at midfield. Forced out of bounds there. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down. From the 50, he'll set him to throw. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be brought down. What will be the final act here in this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. Let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
He's got it at the 3. For the lead, here is third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He spreads it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Steelers. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Is good. Makes the score Steelers 28, Dolphins 24.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. Good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. The break the huddle coming up now for first and 10. A tight end in motion now. A quick slant caught by Hill. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
He'll drop to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. That's into the hands of T.J. Watt. And the Steelers have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The visitors' offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. Austin brought in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. Hook him up on a second down and 8. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll run on second down. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the high, or actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He's got his man. It's Hill. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. That's to the right side. Up by McBride. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up first and 10. That is caught offside by Waddle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll look to throw yet again. They'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now, faking the give. to the flat, and it's complete. He's able to get away for one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
It's now 3rd and 5.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he will score! In time. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown Miami. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down?
That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Brown now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Steelers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Room to run inside the 40. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down 2-E. They'll give on the ground. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down. Victory formation here as he's down 2-E.
Makes the score Steelers 38, Dolphins 32. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Hill brought in motion. Here we go. One final play. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the